preparing?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother.
Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money, money.
Call out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you. And oh yeah, surprise stream on a Monday night for you guys. We're doing the Q&A. We're doing starts, sits, waivers, trade questions, whatever you want. If it's your first time here on YouTube, smash subscribe. And don't forget, one of the reasons you want to hit that subscribe, we got the Alex Smith Highsmith jersey going down. He inscribed it with the Steeler Nation. Oh yeah, straight fire. This is as soon as we hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, we are doing that giveaway. All right, but I'm not here alone. We are multi-streaming on a few different channels right now, and we got one of my homies who is already in here, my man TD, and he's repping Fantasy Good Sports. In the building.
What's going on, guys? Listen, this is what y'all want. We got two great content creators here. We're going to actually have another guy coming in later, Bogart. And look, we're here for you starts and sits. Anything with tonight's game. Any kind of questions you got, guys. And I know y'all wanted this, so me and Hustle, that's why we're doing this. Because we're giving y'all different content from different guys. And I think that helps you out. You get to make your choice and your decision. So make sure you stay tuned for this whole live, guys, because we got some great content for you.
Oh, yeah. And it's always good to get multiple answers. So, you know, I mean, we may be on the different side of a couple things, and you'll be able to get the answers why, make your own educated decisions on your lineups. And, yeah, we're going to be here killing it. So this is the first time I'm streaming live on Monday doing the Q&A. How about you, TD? You normally stream on Monday before the games?
Yes, I do. I normally do early waiver wire pickups. That's to get my guy a head start, to let him know who to be looking at. So I don't crunch it in only on Tuesday. And it's like, oh, okay, all this information. So I try to give mine on Monday. And I think you do that with your starts and sits and stuff like that.
Yep. I put out, I believe 6 videos already today. I got 2 more videos that are going to drop. So I got my IDP waiver wire videos. I break those down, three different videos, linebackers, defensive backs, and then defensive linemen. And then I got all my offensive waivers. I got wide receivers and running backs up, and also tight ends up, and QBs is, I'll probably just drop that tomorrow morning. Nothing but fire, though. And Nathan in the building. What up, bro? Shout out to the Patreon crew. Said my friend is offering me Kareem Hunt, Hunter Renfrow, and Darrell Williams for Chuba Hubbard and Leonard Fournette. I got Eckler, Khalil Herbert, Damian Williams, and CEH on IR. Should I take it? Man, so this is tough. Yeah, I don't know if I would take it. I would probably just hang out with what I got.
So let me see. He says, my friend is offering Kareem Hunt. Okay, that's fine. We will see. Hunter Renfrow and Darrell Williams for Chuba Hubbard and Leonard Fournette. No, I wouldn't do it because he's window dressing you. Hunter Renfrow and Darrell Williams is nothing. Kareem Hunt is the guy. But you giving up Herbert. We don't know nothing about CMC when he's coming back. Leonard Fournette is a bell cow. He's proved it. So we don't no longer have to doubt about him being a bell cow. So I wouldn't do it. I would just squeeze Hubbard and Leonard Fournette for whatever I could get him for. And maybe I would do one-on-one trade if I want one of those guys. But I'm not giving up Hubbard and Leonard Fournette for those guys.
Yeah, it's too much because both those guys are starters for you, with all these running backs that you just mentioned. So it's giving up 2 starters for really 1 starter, because I doubt Renfro's would be a starter, and then Hunt's hurt also. So yeah, that ain't helping you out much. Second take, what up? Would you trade away Justin Jefferson and Pitts to get Waller and Myers? I just got to say this because we're on your channel too. I hate trades like this because, I mean, no matter how you slice it, like you're getting one better player on one side and then you're losing on the other side. So it's like, no matter what, unless the person that you trade away gets injured, it's a super, super even trade. Like the injury is the only thing that is really going to make the trade go one way or the other.
Yep. And I wouldn't do this trade. For one, tight ends or window dressing to me. They all volatile. Other than Travis Kelce, I might consider making a trade for a tight end. But other than that, I'm fine. So I'm not doing it. So you say Justin Jefferson and Myers? Like, no. I'd rather keep Justin Jefferson, Pitts, man, because these guys are actually Justin Jefferson is going to pick up. He hasn't been doing work yet. So I think his vibration is going to pick up later on in the season. So I will hold on to him. Pitts, bro, his ceiling is crazy. So I will hold on to that. Waller and Myers is okay, but I wouldn't do that trade.
And here's the thing about Waller that I think a lot of people forget, because he came in at the end of the season and, was just killing the game, won everybody their playoffs, all that type of stuff. But during the season, I believe it was like half of his games, he had 50 yards or less. So it's just one of those things where he's not going for 100, 130 yards like that often. A couple times, he just did it at the right time and in the playoffs last year.
Yep. And guys, again, I'm gonna remind you, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, guys, on both channels. And whatever channel you on, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Guys, we want at least 30 thumbs ups in this live. So guys, let's go. Let's get it up to 30.
There we go. And I got always shout out how much you got on there, because I know people are trying to help us out. I know I got 10 on mine, so we're trying to get as many as we can. Let's keep bumping it up and up.
Yep. I only got 1, guys. So come on now, let's get it up.
We got to change that. If you're on my channel right now, and I see there's a few people over there. We got a bunch on Facebook right now. So everybody on Facebook, if you look at the screen there, you can see both of our YouTubes. Mine is Fantasy Football Hustler, and then TD's is Fantasy Good Sports. Just go to either one of those or go to both. Go sub. Go hit the like. Help us out. Sir Bong's a lot in the building. What up, bro? Yeah. And second take set him up 13, and the guy's got Cole Beasley PPR. I think you're straight.
As long as Cole Beasley don't go for a touchdown.
Yeah, even then, if he goes for a touchdown, I mean, he's still gotta do a little bit to get up to that 13.
That's true.
I think even with the touchdown, he might not touch that. He's just Sanders. He's stealing all that work. That's work.
True. Sanders might be the best receiver on this team. I said what I said. So far as in fantasy, just in fantasy.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah, real life. I mean, Diggs has got him right now, but
yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders, I mean, he's been a number 1 before, and now he's getting all the soft coverage, the number 2 cornerbacks, the slot cornerbacks. Like, he's eating.
Yes. He's eating. You're right.
Rex, what up? Joe Burrow or Tua for week 7? So let's see real quick. I got the schedules pulled up here. So Burrow going up against the Ravens, and then Tua going up against the Falcons. I'm still going with Burrow, even though the matchup's a little tougher.
That's true. I'm gonna get cute. I'm gonna say what it is. I'm getting cute, but I'm gonna say Tua. And the reason why, guys, I like what I seen with Tua. I know it was Jacksonville, but let me see. The matchup was who again? Hustler?
Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons. It's the Falcons, guys. So they have no pass rush. So Tua, you get to Tua with the pass rush. If you putting a lot of hands in his face, he can fold. But if you're not getting to Tua, he can dot you. So I like Tua this week. I think Waters is getting more. They're getting more custom like they was in college. I like Gesicki. They getting more common. And I like Myles Gaskin. Yes, I said it, guys. Myles Gaskin. I like him this week too.
Man, Myles Gaskin just making me so nervous. Oh man. Yeah, I was we're not even going to talk about Myles Gaskin. Hopefully nobody brings him up. It's our subject right now. All right, let's see. TD, Bucks or Nets? Also Golden State Warriors or Lakers?
I'm going to go Nets, no matter if Kyrie's there or not. And I'm sorry about this, Hustler, but my guys asked me questions outside of
You're all good.
fantasy
You're all
football.
good.
And Golden State or Lakers all day, bro. LeBron James, he got the killer that he needs now. All you got to do is coach him because Russ is not scared to shoot the shot. If LeBron, he wants somebody to shoot the shot, he got the right player. So I like the Lakers. I think they can win a championship.
Let's see how it goes. AK, what up? Should I start Julio or AJ Brown tonight? I mean, if you're going to get cute, you got to go Julio. But I feel like AJ Brown's just a little bit safer. I mean, even though he's got a bad matchup, really, I mean, one house call. And I mean, that could be more than Julio scores in the entire game. But I do want to play Julio, though.
I would say, Hustler, did you get the news? They got some new news with AJ Brown injury. It just, I don't know. I got it. Yeah, I got it earlier. It's about a couple hours ago. And they said that he's questionable for the game.
Oh, damn.
So maybe they still like just saying that and they're just gonna play him, but I think he might be limited. So I would say Julio. That's just me. That I just want to go with the most healthier player. I actually think if AJ Brown will be healthy tonight, I think they could beat Buffalo, but he's not healthy, so I don't know if that's possible. But I would say Julio, and I'm playing, and I got Tannehill and Julio in one of my leagues tonight.
I guess the one thing that sucks is that if AJ Brown doesn't play, Tre'Davious White is on Julio Jones.
Yeah.
And I know that, the old Julio Jones, I wouldn't be worried about it. But this new Julio Jones, I get a little bit nervous about matchup with a guy like Trey White.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Here we go. And Sir Bong's a lot hitting us up with the news. Good looking, bro. Said Paul K reports AJ Brown illness will play in the Titans Week 6 game against the Bills. Okay, so it was an illness. All right.
Okay.
About an hour ago. Okay, good looking on that, Sir Bong's a lot. Keeping us up on it. All right. And let's see. Where are we at? Oh, JC Money Design the building. What up, bro?
What up, bro?
Yeah. All right. All right, here we go. Second take. Waddle or Darrell Williams are beasts. I got to start them next week due to buys.
Yes. Buys, you can't have a preference when you got buys. So it's just like women. If you're not a great looking guy, you can't have preferences. You got to get laid the way you can, right? So it's like football. Hey, you got to win how you can. Don't be scared to put any name up there. If he's a starter, you have to do what you got to do for your team.
Got to do it. Got to do what you got to do. Let's see. Russell, what up? Said, I'm worried with all the weapons in Arizona. Should I trade D-Hop or hold him with this TD upside? It all depends on what you can get for him, because the way I think of it, everybody's for sale, but it's all about the price. I'm not going to be giving away D-Hop to somebody else for nothing. It would take a lot for me to want to get rid of him.
Yep. D-Hop is the number one on this team, guys, and you got to roll him out every week. Do not play D-Hop for matchups. You will lose that way. You roll D-Hop out there every week unless he has an injury or something like that.
And Bogart with the GMM network said, I've seen plenty of ugly dudes with some good-looking women. Got to have kids.
He crazy, man. He ain't right, man. Something wrong with Bogart, bro.
MK, what up? So what's up, guys? I'm down 20. I have Allen and the Bills defense left. Should I cover that? So I don't know your exact scoring, but I think Allen goes over 20 points. And yeah, it's just one of those things. As long as the Bills don't go negative because Henry goes crazy on them, I mean, that should just be icing on the cake to whatever Allen scores.
He said, hey, what's up, guys? I'm down 20. I have Allen in the Bills defense. Allen should take care of that for you. I wouldn't concentrate on the Bills defense because they might finish with 5 points because Derrick Henry could go for 125 and 2, and Buffalo still win. But Josh Allen, most definitely, if he don't get you 20 points, that's a disappointing week. Because I'm pretty sure, man, I don't care what kind of scoring format, 20 points is easy to get for Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah. Like on the Monkey Knife Fight. If you guys have been playing there, make sure you go check it out. Josh Allen's over-under on the fantasy points is 29.5. His over-under on the yardage, I believe, is like 295. So, yeah, I mean, we're hoping to see him go over.
You think I would under to that. Just in like, if you would ask me to bet on Monkey Knife Fight and say, well, is he gonna go under? Yes. If he don't go under, then it's a blowout. I feel like yeah.
The Titans secondary is just so suspect though. Like they haven't been stopping anybody through the air. And with Julio back, Julio finally back. Like, I mean, maybe there's a little bit of a game, on the other side of the ball because, like, Yeah, if Titans are getting blown out, like then I don't think he goes over 300. But if the Titans are keeping pace, Henry gets a touchdown early. Maybe they throw a touchdown early to AJ or Julio. Then they're gonna have to keep throwing it all game.
I agree with that, Hustle. Actually, I agree with that. Yep.
That's what we're all hoping for. We want these high scoring games. Well, I mean, I know some people want players to score low. We're all degenerates. We play in a lot of leagues. We got a lot of players. We need all the points we can get. Yeah, there's one league where everybody's getting all the points against me, and that shit is bullshit. What up, bro? Said what's good?
What's good? What's good, Matt? What up, bro?
Yeah, JC Money Design throwing in the 420 crew emojis. Good looking. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, if you guys want to show some love to the show, make sure you throw in the super chat. That's right below. That is right below just the main chat there. You'll see it. It's available on my channel, Fantasy Football Hustler. So if you want to cut the line or you just got something to say, throw it in as a super chat. And Russell from Facebook, what up? Sam Darnold versus the Giants or Teddy B versus Cleveland on the short week, full point per completion per QB. Okay. I mean, Sam Darnold, he's been a little bit down lately. I mean, Teddy B, he looked really good versus the Raiders, but I think I'm going Sam Darnold versus the Giants versus Teddy B on the short week versus Cleveland.
Only reason why I'm going to say Teddy B is because full point per completion, Hustler, and Teddy can get completions. That's one thing he's good at. I would say Teddy B. Yeah, it's easy for me to deny Sam Darnold with all those drops that his team had and stuff and the struggles that they go into. But I think Teddy B is one of the safest quarterbacks it is, fantasy and everything. He's just a mediocre quarterback, but he's safe. He's not gonna dud you out with like a 5. He can give you, he's gonna be okay. So I would say Teddy B.
Yeah, with the point per completion, I'll switch that back around. Just in the last 2 games for Teddy B, over 50, 35 last game, 24 the game before that. Yeah, Darnold, it's not his fault, but man, when your guys are dropping just balls left and right, he had 41 attempts and only had 17 completions. Yeah, and a lot of it's what's his name, Robbie Anderson. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start calling him what's his name. Not even worth his name. Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, it is.
That's all bad.
Sam Darnold actually is playing. I like the way he's playing. I don't know if they sit and want him next year, but he is an NFL quarterback, and so I think he's fine.
So is he on the last year of his contract?
Yeah, on that rookie deal, I think he's on the 5th year option. So I think Carolina expressed the 5th year option on it.
Okay. Francisco in the building. What up? What up?
What's good, bro?
And Scott Thomas from Facebook said, "I'm holding my breath. I need 20, but I need 20 from Sanders. His late Fant TD has made this difficult. Damn it. Sanders, we've seen him put it up there before. I'm assuming it's a 1.0 PPR. He hasn't been getting a crazy amount of catches, but I'm all for the Monday Night Miracles. Let's get it.
Yeah, and listen, like Hustler said, he's getting in the 2nd and 3rd, maybe 4th corner. They're going to try to watch out for Knox. They're not going to let Knox go for 5 straight weeks with a touchdown. And also, they know what it's Stephon Diggs. They know Stephon Diggs can go for 180 on you with 2 tubs. So Emmanuel Sanders has a great matchup. So guys, in fantasy, sometimes you have to just look at it. And Emmanuel Sanders, he got this game is gravy for him. He's going to have one of the weakest defenses playing against him. The 2nd and 3rd corner, he should eat. So you have a good shot, bro. I'm not going to say it's 100%, but you got above 50% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. All right. Let's see. Who's the next question up? Oh, dang. And Scott said, or he could play Julio, but he said he's rolling with Sanders. What do you think on that? If you had to make the choice, down 20 points, would you go with Julio or would you go with Sanders?
Julio, because there's only 2 receivers on Tennessee. So this is the only guys that's getting targets on Tennessee. No tight end. Anthony Fursker is getting rare targets. He's getting maybe 2 a game. Julio, A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, and Jeremy McNichols. That's it. You got a bunch of guys getting targets on Buffalo. So I would go Julio and go more concentrated especially if AJ playing. That way, maybe Tre'Davious White plays against AJ Brown and Julio can get some play action deep balls against the second corner.
Oh yeah, let's get it. More targets should be coming for Julio. Sanders been super efficient, but got to agree with the volume play on that, especially when you need 20 points. Yeah. Sanders might need 2 touchdowns to get you that 20 points if he only has like 5 receptions.
I agree.
John Simmons, what up from YouTube? I just traded Dalton Schultz, Shepard, Devonta Smith, and Heineke for Curtis Samuel, Jamal Williams, Tannehill, and Calvin Ridley. I don't know if I like that.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't like it. Like he said, I don't like those trades. I don't like a bunch of people trades. You don't get that's to me. It's like a smoke and mirrors. Hey, look at all these players. Do you accept it? No, you got Shepard, man. He's especially in PPR, bro. He's great. Especially with the injuries of Kadarius Toney. You got Devontae Smith. He's trending up. He's a young stud. He can break out the second half. Heineke, he's not all that, so that's nothing. Curtis Samuel, I get it. But just to get Tannehill and Calvin Ridley, I don't know. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, because Samuel, I mean, that's pretty much nothing. Like, who knows when he's even going to come back? They've already came out and said they're not going to do anything to, like, re-aggravate him. He's going to get slow played this whole season, so he's, like, literally just going to be marinating on your bench for a while. Rush, man, what up? Cleveland has covered nobody lately. Teddy B. Let's see. Rex, what up? With the Ace Ventura. Man, one of my favorite sayings when people are on here asking questions. If I don't answer your question in 5 minutes, just wait longer. Ace Ventura. And he said the Saints or the Panthers defense for week 7. So Saints going up against who they go up against? The Seahawks, Seattle Seahawks, and then the Panthers going up against the Giants. And before you get in there, on this one, TD, man, we got to bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Bogart, Scott Free.
Yes, we're back. I'm going with I'll go with the Panthers, man. Danny Dumbass he's gonna turn the ball over a couple times. I don't care if he like miraculously makes plays and shit. Like he really forces things, and that line is so bad with that incredible pass rush. I take the Panthers, even though Geno Smith, because is not the greatest QB. I just don't think that they're gonna want to throw the ball as much as they did. I think they're gonna try to run, and everything is gonna be short. Tight ends, running backs. Like I don't know what they're going to do with Geno Smith moving forward.
I agree with that, Bogart. I would play Panthers defense because they got stars. They are really good defense. So sometimes we can get too caught up in the matchups. Go with the best team. The best defense is the Panthers. Yeah, the Saints, you could go with the Saints because the matchup looks good. Oh, Geno's out there. But listen, they still got DK and Tyler. They can boom any week. They can go deep on you. So I would say the Panthers because they have no weapons. Devontae Booker? Sterling Shepard, he's a PPR guy. Who's going to take the top off the defense?
Nobody. Tony might not even play.
The legendary John Ross, legendary speedster. You know what I mean? Fastest 440 time record holder. And fun fact, his dumbass wore the different shoes. He didn't wear the Nike shoes. I think he wore the Adidas. But like that year, Nike was giving out an island to whoever could break the record, like CJ2K's record. So here comes John Ross. He not only breaks the record, he pops a hammy doing it. And then he was wearing the Adidas. And he didn't win an island.
Wow.
Yeah, because like it's so preposterous that someone could beat CJ2K's joint that they were going to give somebody an island. I'm pretty sure the island wasn't inhabited, but still though, like you could probably sell an island, bruh, for some good money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially doing the jab. Yep.
Yeah, and especially when you're John Ross and you probably ain't going to prosper as a player. You probably could have used that island right now and sold that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Man, so I want to get a drop for like a Monday Night Miracles thing, but we'll just use this for now. So John Simmons says, I need 71 from Josh Allen, Zach Moss, and Dawson Knox. And do you think the Bills Magic can make it happen? So the over-under, I just mentioned it. The over-under on Allen's 30 points on here. So even let's say he just like breaks even on that 30.
A 6-point passing?
I'm assuming so. If nobody says anything, I'm assuming. We should be living in a 6-point per passing touchdown world.
Well, I'm saying like in the under-over. Like,
I think it's 6.
Because I know on DraftKings, it's 5. I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's 5 points for a passing TD. So I'm not sure if MKF does. But either way, they like to kick ass, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they like kicking ass, bro, racking up points. That way their defense could just play whatever style of defense they want to play. You know what I mean? Which is get at the opposing QBs and playing with it. And then they get, getting good field position for their offense to keep kicking ass, bro. Like, and in conference too, they're being sure they kick everyone's ass in conference because they don't want to go to nobody's house in the playoffs.
So what I would do to caveat off of what he's saying, because what he's saying is true. This Buffalo team is really good. I love the coach. I love McDermott, but it's a divisional round and it's the NFL. And teams come to play. And Tennessee got everything to gain, and Buffalo got everything to lose.
That's what I said. I said conference. They're not in the same division together.
Conference.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Not division.
Yeah, no, but that's my point I just made. The fact.
Yeah, I wasn't going against you. I was agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they want to host. They want to host everything in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
kicking their ass is porn.
Yeah, I was just saying that. I just feel like Tennessee has everything to gain. That's long story short. That's what I was saying. Like, so I don't think Tennessee goes out here and their defense just lay an egg like they've been doing. It's the NFL. We've seen it. We've seen teams be like, oh, they untouchable and go out there and lay an egg. I guess you could call it a laying an egg.
You know what is crazy about the NFL is like, how they'll be like, they have this date circled on the calendar, right? And like, sometimes it be like that. Like they're like, screw the Jets, man. We don't need to spend this 2 weeks preparing for the Jets in the offseason. Let's study more of the Buffalo Bills tape. You know what I mean? And then they go out and then they get beat by the Jets.
Bills are what the Kansas City Chiefs were in the last 2 years. They're the team to beat right now. You stomp a mud hole in the Bills' asses, and that's like making a statement, because they are number one in the AFC right now.
And what's funny is like, that's why it was such a statement for the Bills to stomp a mud hole in Kansas City's ass in their house. Let them know, listen, we the guys now, bruh. I'm getting paid too. You know what I mean? He's like, listen, oh yeah, you got the chip, but I got the bag too. They paying him like he's a chip winner. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I would say
I'm just saying.
Patrick Mahomes, yeah. I mean, they Patrick Mahomes got the whole farm, the state farm and everything, got the whole farm.
That's true. And he got the head and shoulders and everything.
But yeah, Josh Allen, I mean, his contract, the 6 years, we were talking about it on Fantasy News today a little bit earlier, how we're not going to see a lot of these guys getting, 5-6 year contracts. It's not going to be that thing. It's mostly going to be a lot of 2 to 4 year contracts where they're front loaded.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Francisco, what up? Said down 30, have 2 spots to fill for today and 4 options: Diggs, Sanders, Julio, Singletary. Who do I start? It sure as hell ain't Singletary, so you really got 3 options.
Listen, this is crazy. I'm gonna say Diggs and Sanders, even though like I like having one guy on each side of the ball, because I won't be mad if you guys say Julio and Diggs, because Diggs is getting in that mix. We're not playing Diggs. And like I mean, is Levi Wallace gonna shut him down? He's gonna shut down Julio. I mean, like Levi Wallace is pretty good, you know what I mean? But he's, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, I'll probably go with the under the pretense that I feel like they just want to run it up on everybody and like, you know what I mean?
Here's why I'm gonna say Diggs and Julio. We talked about it just a little bit earlier. It's the volume that I think that he's gonna get over Sanders, because Sanders super efficient, but I'm assuming you play in a PPR league, so I'm just assuming that Julio is going to get more receptions on this game. Both of them got the same shot to score a TD. And I mean, I would say Sanders, I guess, has a better shot of scoring 2 TDs. But even if he scores 2 TDs, has 4 or 5 receptions, Julio might be able to clear that. Julio only gets a couple good games a year. This is going to be one of those good games.
It might be. But you know what, though? For the race to 30 points, 31, right? He needs 30. So that means he needs, unless he's losing 29 and he needs 30. But I'm assuming that, right? He needs 30 points. The race to 30 is faster when you do have a horse on each side. You know what I mean? Like you're never gonna not have someone competing for you. You know what I mean?
Like if like let's say the Bills go 3 and out on any drive, just throughout. You're gonna have to wait a little while before you get both those guys to come back. But just what Bogart said, you got a guy on each side. Either way, one offense is on the field, no matter what.
Yeah.
And just go to I say make it simple. Go to the two best players. To me, it's Diggs and Julio.
Yeah. I still think it's crazy because that doesn't always apply to and when I'm looking at things, I know who's supposed to be the best player, but also who's the guy that's been producing. Julio ain't done nothing. You know what I mean? So and he's coming off an injury. That's why but I get it though. For the pretense of having somebody always, trying on the field for you to contribute to that number he needs to meet. I'm going with Julio and Diggs.
And I think all of us already think that Julio probably isn't going to be healthy for the rest of the season. He's going to blow up in this game. At least that's what I think. He may even get hurt in the 4th or something. Something crazy may happen. But
he always balls like it's his last, huh? Because it might be.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah.
He's like, I might die tonight.
JC Money Design saying McNichols could be a sneaky flex play. It all depends on how deep of a league you're in, because I got him starting in a really deep league. 16-teamer.
If you're getting down here to this point, and you have, like you said, you already got him started. If you're ever thinking McNichols, he's already in your lineup, ready to go, because it's the last game of the night. You know what I mean? Or
when you're at the bottom of the dumpster and you're just pushing stuff aside, McNichols.
You've decided.
He's nice.
That's when you really got to look in the mirror and be like, "Yep, we're doing this."
Francisco said in one of my biggest money leagues, I'm up by 64. My rival has Diggs, Henry, and the Bills D. It's going to be close. Oh, man.
It's going to be a rough ride, bro. Listen, but here's the caveat. Derrick Henry, you'd want him to not get yards on the ground and just get touchdowns, because that way it kind of kills that defense a little bit. Because if he doesn't score any touchdowns, but he gets all the yards, it doesn't matter. You can't stop that. You know what I mean? And then, and Diggs, I'm expecting a 30 burger tonight, bro. I don't even know. I'm up 28, and I'm going up against Allen and Diggs stack, and I got Knox, and I'm like, it's not happening. You know what I mean? He's gonna come back just in a blaze of glory. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be on the other side. It's first of all, being down 28, and this guy, I'm up 28. This guy has Allen and Diggs, and I have Knox. He doesn't even need a Monday Night Miracle. He's finna get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, once if we run out of questions here, we'll start talking about some of our favorite Monday Night Miracles that we've had in the past.
Yeah.
What up, Kevin? It's going
What's
down.
good, bro?
This Just In Sports show. What up?
What's going on, bro?
That's the homie Justin, man. What's up, Justin?
Yeah. Boss Man Fat, what up? Said, should I trade JT for Austin Eckler? Doubt he takes it, but maybe because JT has played so great lately. So he wants to get Austin Eckler for Jonathan Taylor.
Man, here's the thing is I'd probably try to do this trade next week, because you're not going to have Eckler for the week. He has a bye week. So, you know what I mean? There's no real use, in my opinion, for trading him now, unless you just really love Austin Eckler. You know what I mean? And maybe you're in a position. Maybe there's some more context here. Maybe the guy with Eckler is in a bad spot here and he needs someone to play on a bye week, and this is your only opportunity to get him. Yeah. But think for yourself first. You might need to roll out Taylor now and then go ahead and make the trade. You know what I'm saying?
I hate doing trades like that. I hate doing running.
I know you do. That's why I took this one. I was like,
I wouldn't get, don't get cute, boss man. You got the sauce. What are you trying to go get? Why you got Jonathan Taylor? Jonathan Taylor is he's more healthy than Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler has he's had hamstring problems. He's went down. I don't want you to get caught with your pants down where I traded for Austin Eckler and he's out for 2 to 3 weeks.
Hey,
Jonathan Taylor is healthy. So I would say hold on to Jonathan.
The Colts are the best bad team right now. Like if you look at their record, they're bad, but they're in these games. You know what I mean? So they're like I said, they're the best bad team. You know what I mean? And like they're still going to get more pieces back. Quentin Nelson, you know what I mean? Like, so that line's even going to get better. And they're just finally clicking as a unit with Carson Wentz. So I would say wait this week because the Colts are probably going to kick my Niners ass, right? So you'll be all right there. Then, on the next cycle, trade away, send the offer because this is what I'm a fan of. I'll trade for a player that's coming off his bye week. That way I got him the rest of the way. You know what I mean? So there's that aspect of that. And, Jonathan Taylor's not a top 5 guy right now, but he's top 10. And
I disagree.
I'm talking about as it is right now, the numbers. Like you can't disagree. Numbers wise,
but
Austin Eckler's a top 5. I think Taylor's a top 3 talent. I think he's a top 3 talent.
What is Mike Williams right now? Will you say he's top 5?
Mike Williams is top 5. Yes, literally.
Yeah. But would you trade him for Tyreek Hill?
You got to specify when you talk to me. You got to be like, listen, he's a top 5 talent. I understand that, but who's producing right now is what you look at a top 5.
I don't.
See, but that's where you're going wrong in a lot of cases because that's why you're willing to trade. But that's why you're willing to trade away.
How you gonna tell me about my team that I'm going wrong with my team, Bogart?
I'm saying that's where you're going wrong. Like if you're looking at it in a vacuum like that, I'm all things considered when I'm making a trade. I'm not just gonna go like, hey, here's Jonathan Taylor. Give me Austin Eckler. There's got to be some context to it. That's why I gave him context. I said wait for after this week, then trade him away. So at least you're getting a top 5 running back as it stands. Right?
Yeah, I mean, when Eckler comes back, who knows? He's probably not going to be top 5. I mean, if Jonathan Taylor, if he does get, if he stays what he did last week, and they keep rolling him like that, I mean, this is the one that this is the Taylor
right now. He's number 6 right now. Is he number 6 overall right now? Because the landscape's been so bad, he was able to have a couple bad weeks and then creep back up.
Let me read it off.
Yeah, because I think talent-wise in the league right now, the most talented running backs to me are Zeke, Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, and these are just like when I'm speaking pure runners, you know what I mean? Like Jonathan Taylor just so happens to be able to catch the ball too, you know what I mean? And like phenomenal at pass pro, like. So I get what you're saying, but I'm saying as the numbers is right now, as far as how they've been producing, he's right. He's a top 10. He's not a top 5.
Let me read it off. Let me read it off because I think a lot of people are going to be shocked about this. So we got Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler, Najee Harris, Zeke, Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, he crept in there.
He's in that top 5, and then we got
there. It is. I stand corrected.
And then
I thought he was at 6.
Jones, J-Rob, Kareem Hunt, Cordell Patterson, even having his bye. Lenny Fournette, Joe Mixon. That's 12. And then how about just the top 15?
See, look at that.
Alvin Kamara, Chubb, and then Gibson at 16.
Lenny has 2 good weeks in a row, and now he's top 10 Lenny. You know what I mean? So that's how skewed this all is. So, yeah, so maybe I should, before I started running my mouth, I should have looked where Taylor was. So Taylor is a top 5. So then really, what are we doing here besides buying a bye week?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because he balled. He balled over the last 3 weeks. So yeah, he's been on the rise.
And another thing, it's like say Cordell Patterson go bonkers next week, and somebody say, hey, listen, man, will you take Cordell Patterson over Jonathan Taylor? He's better. He's number 3. I'm like, hell no, I'm not taking Cordell Patterson on none of those top 5 guys. So sometimes you got to look past the numbers because it can be smoke and mirrors. So I get what you're saying, Bogart. You're right.
Yeah, but see, with Cordell Patterson, the smoke and mirrors with Cordell is a great example because his snap count wasn't there. And he didn't get up high into his snap count until Calvin Ridley was missing in that game. So, like, you know, yeah, he is one of those ones. You know what's funny? I don't have corduroy pimping no more. Every piece of corduroy pimping I had, I traded him away. I did what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? You gotta sell high. You gotta sell high in that motherfucker because I'm okay if I'm wrong about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If he goes on and he balls out the rest of the way, and I'm wrong, I'm just
I agree.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we're just we cutting our luck. We leaving the table winning. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
All right, let's see. Francisco said, I'm so mad right now. With one more point in the Steelers game, I would have won $8,000 on a $3 bet. Damn, 10-team parlay. Only missed the spread on the Steelers game. Needed them to win by 4. Damn, bro. That sucks. That sucks.
You know what really sucks? But I feel his pain, man, because you look at that matchup and you're like, okay, even big busted Ben is going to be able to shred up that secondary, and he couldn't do that. It makes me really upset. All they was doing, there was a lot of single coverage on the outsides, and then because the Seahawks, they knew just crowd the line of scrimmage, and because everything's gonna be short. You know what I mean? And like, and they didn't change nothing up, and that just makes me know that Big Ben, it isn't like, okay, I'm gonna go short 9 times out of 10, but that 10th time they're not gonna see it coming. Stretch the field. He can't even do that. Like, he just can't do it. He's not fooling nobody. Now it's transparent as fuck that he just can't throw the ball down the field.
Yep.
But it's great for Deontay and Najee Harris.
Yep.
For my Deontay and Najee shares, I like this to keep up. You know what I mean?
And Rushman, he said the bottom square guy is right. So Bogart, you're the bottom square guy. He said the circle calendar is always crap. They got every game circled on there.
For real.
Rex, what up? Hunter Henry or Noah Fant? I got to go Henry, I don't even care what the matchups are. Like, Henry's been balling. They're looking for him often.
Hey, you
Noah's balling.
Fant's been balling too. Fant has been balling.
Listen, Fant just showed up again.
Yeah.
he hadn't showed up in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? He might have showed up.
And now they got one of the toughest teams against the tight end. And it's crazy to say that the Browns are one of the toughest teams against the tight end.
They've always been trash against the tight end for a long time. Here's another thing. When you think about the Browns, they've actually played teams with tight end. You know what I mean? It ain't one of them skewed numbers. Like, look at the Patriots. They gave up a touchdown to the tight end yesterday, and they gave up a couple, some catches too. Because before that, they were the third best, right? But they didn't really play no tight end. So you know what I mean? Sometimes, those numbers can be fugazi.
So what do you guys say on this? So I'm gonna go Henry. I said it kind of quick. They're going against the Jets. Like, and
Jerry Judy's coming back.
No, he's not. Yep. No. They said he's
okay. Well, so this is like, I was assuming it was arrested. I was assuming it was an ROS.
No,
like rest of season type of
No,
because I would rather have Henry rested away
for next week. I'm assuming week 7.
Yeah, I'll take it against the Jets. I mean, you know what I mean? Why not? It's the Jets.
I like Matt Jones and Hunter Henry connection. I think they gonna be like. I think that he's gonna pepper Hunter Henry. So cool? I would say Hunter Henry.
It's cool because this is actually one of those things that actually works. So, when you say, oh, the rookie QB, they always lean on the tight end. It's like a safety net. Like, this actually works. And he has 2 of them, and he chooses Henry over Jonnu.
Because Jonnu can't catch a cold. I was going to say something else, but I ain't going to say that. But he can't catch a cold.
Yeah, it's been ugly. It has been real, real ugly for Jonnu over there. And Sir Bongs a lot said that Diggs is due to go off. We all need the big Diggs game. I know everybody here.
Can you Diggs it, sucker? We need it, bro. Listen, I made the phone call. All right, I made a call. I know Diggs.
Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's go. Let's like all 3 channels. Let's go.
I told him, I said, listen, man, we're going to need a big game out of you tonight. You know what I mean? And you know what I like? I like his prime time. I mean, it did suck that like they just played in primetime last week and he was kind of held in check because the jury's out. Going into last year, Diggs was coming from Kirk Cousins, right? Yeah, Diggs from 2019 coming from Kirk Cousins, one of the most accurate QBs in the game. Then he goes to Josh Allen, who showed us. Now he is also one of the most accurate QBs in the game, but they stopped single covering Diggs after like the first 6-7 weeks. They're like, you know what, we can't do that. This year they came out the gate, he's just doubled, tripled, all that. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why Manny Sanders been eating. That's why Dawson Knox been eating. But now they've been eating a lot. So now you got and here's Vrabel, bro. Vrabel is he's a product of help me out, of the evil
New England himself. New England.
Yeah, he's a product of Bill Belichick. So he's going to take. So you know, what's your game plan? Okay, we're going to take away or limit your best option. So I know that's what they're going to try to do with Diggs initially, but like they don't have the personnel to do it, man. Diggs is a big Diggs game.
I say, and I'm just guessing, I don't know, back up and make Josh Allen and Zach Moss and Devin Singletary beat you. That's what I say I would do. I always have 2 safeties back deep the whole game and make them run it every time. And it's like Kansas City. Yeah, we'll do it. No, we're not. We're not going to do it. We got to throw it. That's what I think. That's the only way you can beat this team. You cannot go and try to go in the box to try to stop the run and leave it one-on-one on the outsides because they got too many good guys that can beat you. And Josh Allen can get out the pocket. So I would say just back up.
I mean, if you're going to back up and leave the middle open, they don't have to run necessarily. They can run through the air short. You know what I mean? And so, then we're talking a lot of Knox and Beasley and those type of guys over the middle. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I would do. Lesser of 2 evils.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Either way, you can't keep that up the whole game. There's going to be one or two times he's going to catch him slipping when he sees that safety ain't nudging over towards Diggs. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to leave Diggs alone. And when he's going to catch Diggs alone.
Let's see here. Judd Diaz, what up? Should I start Emmanuel Sanders, AJ Brown? I already have Diggs and the Bills kickers in my starting lineup. My opponent has Dawson Knox, and I'm down 13.
I think being down 13, you want to go as safe as possible. I probably roll out Sanders, bro. I think AJ Brown, it's a risk because the matchup is not good, and Julio's back, so he could just be the guy that takes away, Tre'Davious White. I mean, man, this is a tough one because maybe just go with the best 2 players. I mean, AJ Brown is the number 1 option, but how many targets you think are of quality that he gets tonight? You know what I mean?
I agree with that. That's a tough question.
It's a tough because you want to go safe as possible because you're already down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're already down. Diggs probably get you 13, but you still got to fight off Dawson Knox too. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That one's tough for me because I know what AJ Brown is, but I also know what Tre'Davious White is.
If it was Julio, I would say something different. But since it's AJ Brown, and I think Tre'Davious White goes to him, I think so. I don't know. Wherever Tre'Davious White goes, it's going to be tough. I would say have E. Sanders and Diggs and call it a day. And I think those guys can eat up 13 points.
You know what is crazy too is that like what they will do is if he's shutting down AJ Brown and Julio's eating, he will move to Julio and be like, okay, double AJ Brown, right? And he'll go man up Julio. Because they've had their battles in the past, and he's always erased Julio. You know what I mean?
Did he? Have he?
Yeah. In their last meeting, at least, due to my memory, and maybe I'm remembering this wrong, but I'm pretty good at these. You know what I'm saying?
I'm only guy that I seen give Julio trouble was the guy from the Saints. What's his name, Hustler? Lattimore.
Which is crazy too, because Lattimore's not like.
Yeah, he's not
he's a top 10, but he's not a top 5 to me.
No,
you know what I mean?
other people kills him, but Julio, he rises up to that occasion. I don't know what it is, bro. But
I mean, it's like y'all remember Best of the Best?
John was that Jean-Claude Van Damme?
No, it wasn't Jean-Claude Van Damme. This one had it was Julia Roberts' brother, right? But anyways, and they had Tommy, the Asian cat. He was like a Korean cat.
Yeah.
Korean American. And then they fought for the American team. But anyways, they would give them tapes on the guy they're about to fight.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
America against the Japan.
Japan, yeah. Korea or whatever. And it's a hell of a movie.
Yes,
hell of a movie.
Yeah.
Classic. But anyways, hey, Lattimore got the Julio tape on his desk. You know what I mean? And he played him twice a year. You know what I mean? So he knew Julio. Like, whoa. You know what I mean? He knew Julio. Plus, if you think about it, he was drafted to be a Julio stopper. You know what I mean?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, because he matches up well against Julio.
Physical receivers.
Yeah, but then also too at the same time, I've seen him get trucked by like a guy like AJ Brown. You know what I mean? Like AJ Brown will truck a type of guy like that. But
AJ Brown is a different guy. You can't. He's a beast. He's 240 pounds.
And that's where I get, you know, where I'm like, okay, are we putting way too much respect on Tre'Davious White's name? Because also here's another thing: the fact that he's on AJ Brown, maybe they don't even. It's not even in the game plan really to throw his way unless he's just wide open. You know what I mean? Because like that you know, that's a real thing. Somebody be like, all right, you just take away.
He did get into full practice though, right? He got into full practice. Yeah. It was him being hurt.
He been in a full all week and last week. He just his snap count last week, well, it just wasn't there yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be this week though, because this team has aspirations. It's a wide open division. You know, Tennessee's in a wide open division, so like even if Julio wasn't ready to come back, they're like, you coming back this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what they got him for, and I feel like they saved him for this game. So that's why I'm picking Tennessee to cover the points. What's the point spread, real quick, Hustler, before you read out this next question?
It's Buffalo minus. Yeah, 6.5. It says on Yahoo.
6, only 6.
6.5 on Yahoo.
See, when you think it would be 10 before the game? Like if you okay.
Where's the game at? Are they in Tennessee?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I mean, really, if Derrick
Henry
Henry
at home,
comes
they basically give you 3 points basically for being at home.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
And if Derrick Henry comes in and grinds the clock like really early, it's just going to slow them down a little bit. Like I mean, why wouldn't that be the game plan? Obviously, easier said than done on that defense, but it's King Henry.
Yep. It's time to pay your taxes.
the King's tariff.
Yes.
The tariff, right?
Yes. He's knocking on everybody's door.
For real. Hey, it's funny. I don't think I've ever said that word since like grade school when you learned about the tariff and they went around knocking on the doors. The British, bro, you have to pay that tariff. Give me money.
Oh, buddy.
All right, Hollywood, what up, bro? So what's up, boys? Jay Williams, J.D. McKissick, and I'll probably have to drop Emmanuel Sanders or Pollard for Tim Patrick because of bye weeks. Damn,
that sucks, man.
Yeah.
I mean, well, listen, you drop Emmanuel Sanders is probably the one you cut because you know everyone's going to be thinking the same way. They're going to see Emmanuel Sanders out there, and he's on a bye week too. So you got to do what you got to do, man. I mean, it sucks that it's shallow benches, obviously, without saying it. You know what I mean?
And you didn't specify Jamal or Javante.
So I'm thinking Jamal.
Yeah, I'm saying Jamal.
It probably is.
You know what sucks, man?
But it's JD McKissick. It's JD McKissick either way, though, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah,
unless Melvin Gordon was hurt. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because JD McKissick, like, he has his own role. So it's like, you know, if anything happens to Gibson, like, he might get a few more carries on the ground, but that's why they have Jared Patterson. You know what I mean? So that could, But then, JD McKissick, he has his own. And that's a team that's gonna be in hella negative games because, bro, like, I'm so glad I have him everywhere. I'm mad I dropped him in a super flex league or like week 2. I remember I dropped him for something, dog, and I'm still mad about that.
I was on my way to come to you about JD McKissick this week.
Yeah, man, we could talk.
Okay.
You know me, man. I'm saying, shopping. Listen, I'm just glad. See, you know, in moments like that where I didn't have no other running backs, I'm like, oh shit, that's right, I have JD McKissick. You know what I mean? Like, he's just kind of like one of them guys, and like, you are the Gibson guy, so you know what I mean. We'll figure it out. We might be able to get a package deal going. Maybe I get my hands on Tyreek finally, or even DK. You don't like DK right now.
A 3rd round pick.
Damn.
Nigel.
I deserve that.
Nigel, what up, bro? Sell high on CD Lamb. It depends on how high you're selling, because I'm not going to be giving them away for nothing. He's going to be solid the rest of the way. And we talked about it earlier on the Fantasy News Today show. TD was talking about it. whatever Dak's injuries are, he's probably still going to play through it because doesn't have to be a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, you can get him in the shotgun and let him shred from the gun. You know what I mean? And listen, this is the team that can run the ball at will. So like you want that threat makes these receivers single covered outside on the outsides more often than not. Then at the same time, he's the guy that gets moved around the formation as well as Cooper. It's not just Cooper being moved in and out of the out wide and in the slot. You know, they doing that with CeeDee Lamb. So I like Lamb chops, man. He's one of the greater values. Like, I mean, if you're getting like a Nuke Skywalker or something like that, bro, then maybe I'll do that. But you know what I mean? But no one's doing that neither right now. You know what I mean?
So look, this is the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. So listen, guys, bro. I wouldn't get rid of no CeeDee Lamb. I know he's been volatile the first 5 weeks, but it was because this offense is so good. So it's like he said, it's like Bogart said, they got a great run game. Those receivers always gonna get one-on-one action. So if I was you, bro, I would just temper my expectation for him week to week, and I would just be rolling him out there and make the other guy that I'm playing make him scared because he's gonna be nervous to see CeeDee Lamb on your roster.
He's exactly what I wanted him to be when I did my before the season rankings. I had him at 13. I had him right above. Robert Woods, right before Woods, and right behind Deontay Johnson, because you know what I'm saying, like that's how I envisioned it early on. He was going to be a high end WR2, but he could have these WR1 finishes, you know, on a weekly basis, or not on a weekly basis, but on any given week. You know what I mean? Like he just did right now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like, once you put that in your mind, I think he's a high end WR2. I'm not disappointed every week that he's not, you know, finishing in the top 5 because this is where I envision him to be. You know what I mean? And I drafted him accordingly. I didn't draft him in the 2nd round. I got him in the 4th and the 5th round. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's knock out some of these questions here. Get caught up a little bit. So for Bruising, should I trade Najee Harris for Jonathan Taylor?
Nope.
Man, Najee Harris is pacing for 100 targets. He's the number 4 running back overall right now. But then it's so ugly. And we're still making it happen. So respect to him. If you want Taylor, the only allure of getting Taylor to me right now is that they have a super soft schedule against the run. Like it's like that for them. You know what I mean?
Because of their division. When they start getting into their garbage division games, like he's going to be getting off. So
I don't care how ugly it looks. If Najee's playing good, it's just like, hey, ugly women need love too, bro.
he's gonna lead the league in total touches this year.
Yeah, he will.
Gonna happen. So yeah, I would say just hold. Rushman, my prediction for tonight: Josh goes historic. Bills D gets at least 1 TD, and how about either Matt Milano or Jordan Poyer? How about that? We'll lock it down to 2 guys.
I like it. Or give it a good old Greggy Russo. You know what I mean?
Hey, that'd be nice. Hey, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, Greg getting.
I got Matt Milano playing against
let's get one of Milano
tonight.
Too.
So I need 50 points from Matt Milano tonight. You think that's gonna happen, guys?
Well, you know what's crazy is I don't think I'm beating you by much right now, but I also have Manny Sanders and you have guys too. So I'm like, all right, it can go either way because Milano could imagine if he's just getting the tackle every time that they run the ball.
Derrick Henry. I know. That's what
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you might have 12 tackles on me. You know what I mean? Like,
well, a little bit later, after we knock out these questions, we'll talk about some of our favorite Monday Night Miracles. But everything that Rushman's talking about is making me think of mine right now. And yeah, Diggs breakout. Let's get it. Pick another Bills wide receiver for Tennessee. I would just go 2nd and 3rd options. No soup for Julio. That's what he's predicting. All right.
No soup for Julio. I like that. That's a Seinfeld reference.
Weekend Weeds. What up? What up? Francisco, want a good miracle? Check my last week's matchup in the Real Reality Fantasy Football League. Lamar and Hollywood combo got me the win. Oh, yeah. You were telling me about that all week.
Nice.
Russell traded Javonte Hardman Myers for Mike Davis and Mike Davis for Justin Jefferson, Austin Eckler, Fournette, and Knox. So pretty much you just want to swap teams, like swap your whole team for his. Are they 5-1? Is their team going to be 5-1? If so, just take the swap because their team is good.
I'm always in for a good team swap as long as my team is better after. You know what I'm saying? Because there be some crazies out there, bro. Like, listen, bro, I have all 4 of these guys, and I want, this guy. And I'm like, well, how am I going to hold all of them? Like, you know what I mean? I can't do that. Like, how about this, bro? Those of y'all that goes make trades, when you make the offers, take a good look at that person's team first. You know what I mean? Because, like, have some context. Like, I do like people that come at me when I have a player that just blew up. Like, yo, I need so-and-so. I'm like, word, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Because they're already telling you what they want. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think needs for needs is always the best way to get the trades done.
Yeah, because when you start getting into what you want, I just feel like that's where the emotion comes into play.
Yep.
I mean, you're just out shouting, and you'll get things because it's nice because you like it, but it's not necessarily better than what you have, but it's nice and shiny because it ain't a toy that you're playing with.
I like shiny things.
And Triple X Lex, what up, bro? I got a lot of people on bye next week, including my QB Herbert, kicker Greg Zuerlein. Do I drop Gainwell or Michael Carter to pick up a QB and then drop Greg to pick up a kicker? Man, I would say if you have a crazy buys, I would play the kicker game of like drop the kicker with the intent of you smashing on your competition so much that you might not even have to pick up a kicker. But
yeah,
if it's not working out that way in the second half of the Sunday games or the Sunday night game, Monday night game, go see who's available and who you could pick up in a pinch.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like I've never seen this many. I mean, it might have happened before, but I've never seen this many teams have a bye week. What is it, 7 or 6?
That's got to be an even number. I'll tell you right now. But there's
it has to be even number. You're right.
The way that they spread it out, even
we have bye weeks. We have buys all the way up to week 14.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Week,
yeah, because most of the weeks there's only like one real bad bye week, is what it is.
Is this one? It's week 7.
Yeah.
So I looked at it. I remember I made a joke.
I
made a joke, bro.
Most is 4 besides this.
Okay, so 6 teams on the bye, and I when you look at those 6 teams, I might have been able to build a monster fantasy roster just targeting those 6 teams. You know what I'm saying?
You said you were going to, and you never did. So here's the team. Here's the team, just so everybody knows: the Bills, the Cowboys, the Vikings, Steelers, Chargers, Jaguars.
You could have had a monster team with hella players from those teams, right? And then your bye week just happens all in one shot, basically. You know what I mean?
So what do we think for Triple X Lex? He said drop Gainwell or Michael Carter.
Gainwell.
Yeah,
Carter has value.
Yeah, Carter has value.
He's coming off a bye week. He was already on the up and up. You rock with Carter. Carter's going to be a hell of a great second half of the season. And look at that. We're getting into the second half. You know what I mean? Seriously.
Coming. He is going to be a second half darling. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Hopefully Javonte is too. God damn you, Javonte. Actually, not even him. Damn you, Melvin Gordon. Damn it.
What up, Josh Hill? So will I get 100 points from Allen, Knox, Sanders, and Julio tonight? I mean, if Josh Allen knocks out 30 of those right there, 30 or 40, I mean, you're close with those other 3 guys. So it's really the other 3 guys got to get 70 for you.
So you need a Knox, like super efficient game, like 3 catches, 120 yards, 3 touchdowns, right? Because then that's another chunk. Because that's possible. You know what I mean? Because that's pretty.
Got to clear 40. I mean, not 40. Knox got to clear 20. And I
20
think
at least. So you can get your 2 touchdowns, your 3 catches, and your 50 yards or whatever, right? 60. Well, yeah, you have it. Yeah, 4 catches, 60 yards.
Damn. And then who's gonna? So Julio and Sanders would have to combine for 50. So one of them would have to go for, or they both go for 25. One of them goes for 30. One of them goes for 20.
Julio's gonna get his 8 receptions. And then he gets the 100 yards and a tug. That'll get him there because that's hella feasible. That's a good Julio game. That fits our narrative too. That like he's going to be the guy targeted a lot more than AJ Brown because of the coverage, right? Then Manny Sanders, just all the same scenario, right? You just need him to do what he's been doing every week. Because then that means your Josh Allen might even put up 50. Because if he's getting like 4 touchdowns through the air and 2 go to Knox and 2 go to Sanders, and you know what that is? It's one hell of a Monday night miracle if I've ever heard one.
If you get that Monday night miracle, you just make sure that you post it on social media and then tag each one of us in that.
Yeah,
there's our screen names up there. Well, mine's at FF Hustler or at FF Hustler 420.
The Monday night miracle.
Yeah. Second take extra. What up? What up? Double barrel Daryl, Javante, A-Rob, Waddle. Start 2 for next week.
I'm probably going double barrel Daryl just because you just play him if you have him, to be honest. Like, I mean, you're hella happy to have him too on bye weeks. You're like, fuck yeah, because that guy's connected to the Chiefs. Yeah, right? And he's pissing us Patrick Mahomes guys off because he didn't run that thing in down there twice on him. You know what I mean?
As long as Tyreek don't drop a ball, he's not. If Tyreek don't drop balls, he's not.
Yeah. And then who else do we got there? Javante he's like good for like 9-10 points unless he falls into the end zone. So like, but I mean, like, consider how many we have to play out here? 2,
he said.
Well, I'm settling on double barrel Daryl first. I'm still thinking about the second one.
I said go real quick. I just say Darrell Williams and Waddle. It's easy. Just go Darrell Williams and Waddle in my opinion.
Oh yeah, Waddle's playing Atlanta. There you go.
Same. Lou, standard league. Should I trade Chuba for Stafford? My current QBs are Lawrence and Lance.
If your QBs are not scoring enough from week to week, and you think you just being short because of your QBs, then go ahead and do it. But it's your team. You know the essence. I don't know your team, so I'm Lawrence is okay, but maybe you don't have the time to let him groom and be the quarterback that he's going to be. So if you need to go ahead and make that move and you got plenty of running backs, go ahead and do it. If you feel comfortable with having Stafford, because I think Stafford is a top 5 quarterback.
You got to be stacked at running back is what I'm going to say, to where you're not going to miss Chuba at all for these.
He's probably not
because of bye.
He's probably not. Yeah. Think about it. If you have Chuba, you drafted him or picked him up off the waiver, right? I mean, in all more savvier leagues, he was drafted for sure. I'm just saying, because there's people like that, you know what I mean? Like they're playing these type of leagues. So you should be able to move him for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and I bet you that Stafford guy is the one who wants the deal because he's probably the CMC guy. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, get more. When people want more, you know what I mean? Like, and this is probably definitely a home league because it has home league written all over it because people hold multiple QBs. Because I would tell them, just look to the waiver. Don't trade for a Stafford. You know what I mean? Chuba's actually useful unless you're trading him for something that, something real beneficial. In this case, maybe the QB is. But like, I would still wait on Lance. If they say Lance is a starter, I'm probably playing him over most of these QBs just because of the upside.
Triple X Lex needs that Monday night miracle. Need Diggs to get 55 in my work league. Let's get it.
Let's go. Listen, man.
I'm not selling y'all no dream. But that hustle can tell y'all it's gonna happen.
I didn't say
if it don't happen, it's okay. It's okay.
There's not a game script I can come up with.
Oh yeah, all I say is let's get it. Monday night miracle. I've seen crazier things happen. So yeah, let's just run through these real quick so we can talk about some Monday night miracles that we remember. And JC Money Design said Diggs also had Case Keenum the God Savage. Rodney up 23. I got Henry. They got Allen and Diggs. It's gonna be close. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, man. But I still feel good.
I would too. Frank, what up, Big Frank? Said pick 3: McKissick, Collins, Sanders, Bateman, Gesicki, and Booker. Dang.
Gesicki's in there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Collins is banged up, but if not, he's in there. I'm not really fooling with the Booker thing. They're playing Carolina. Yeah, man. I say Gesicki, and I got 2 so far. The third one's real difficult.
I would go outside of tight end. If you need a tight end, I'm not going to tell anybody to play a tight end in flex. So he's right about Gesicki. But outside of tight end, I'm going Bateman, Sanders, and McKissick. And the reason why they on the best offenses. So
yeah, I'll say McKissick. I forgot McKissick is there. Let's go him.
And I like Bateman to come up this week too, because I just feel like he's on a good offense, and they need him to go through the middle. Like Marquise Brown is good; he's a good deep threat, but they need another. Yes, so I actually think they can beat the Bengals. Like I feel like the receivers are still can get separation. Okay.
Yeah, the Ravens are the number one team in the AFC right now as it stands, unless the Bills win tonight, then they'll be tied. They'll be the only 5-1 teams in the conference.
All right, and I'm going Sanders, I'm going Gesicki, and I'm going McKissick. That's how I'm rolling. Ryan, AJ Brown doesn't look right this year. He's creating no separation. His catch percentage is down. I think his legs aren't right. Yeah, I mean, definitely could be.
You know what's crazy though? This is the AJ Brown I know and love. He starts off like this. He's always beat up. The legs are always all messed up, and then he just gets going, bro. Like he just hasn't got going yet. This is literally going to be like his third game of the year. So, I mean, we got that going. It's a bad matchup.
No
Listen,
preseason.
Man, he shows up on this game. Nobody's ever tripping off AJ Brown again. Even if he plays bad the whole way, they're just going to keep playing him because if he has one good game, because that's all we're waiting for. It's the 2021 Robert Woods, Allen Robinson syndrome. You know what I mean?
Heck
like
yeah.
Once they get good again, you're not tripping. Like right now, everyone's still tripping off Ridley and Allen Robinson. You know what I mean? Once we see it though, ain't nobody tripping.
Yep. Big Frank said pick 2: Booker, Sanders, Waddle, Pittman, Mitchell. Sanders and Waddle from Sanders. I'm assuming Emmanuel Sanders.
Okay. I'm gonna say Pittman and Waddle.
Mitchell, who y'all is that? Elijah Mitchell?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yep.
I'm gonna say Waddle. I want to say Water in PPR. In PPR, it's easy to say Water and Sanders, but I like Mitchell too. So and I'm not gonna tell you to sit a running back. So I'm gonna say Mitchell and Waddle because I think Mitchell is the starting guy, and they don't really like Trey Sermon right now. Please don't get offended, Bogart, because I know this is
no. Listen, I don't like him much either right now. He's just eyed to me. You know what I mean? Like he was supposed to be the guy. Like he had everything going for him, the draft capital, the different type of specimen, different type of running back type that we haven't had. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to be a standout, but not so much. So
Parker said I traded Sutton and Gesicki for Cooper and Bateman. Yeah. I like Sutton and Gesicki. They've been killing.
I like Sutton and Gesicki, yeah. I mean, I give that one a C. I mean,
it depends on what he needs.
He might have need, yeah. I mean, the needs might have made it an A+ for all we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Frank said Gesicki or Hawkinson. Man, right now it looks like Gesicki.
Gesicki all day.
Get Gesicki with it.
Yeah. Frank said Carr to a Burrow week 7 filler.
Burrow.
Yeah, I'm leaning Burrow.
Who's Carr playing?
Carr is playing the Eagles.
I'm gonna say pull up the car. Pull up the car. The reason why I'm gonna say that, guys, is because they look good. Yes, they look good. It looks scary for people. Like this team is a good team. So this is Gruden. Basically, this is what happened. Gruden karma is a bitch. And the reason why I say that, this is what you did to Tony Dungy. You took over his team and you won the championship. Somebody's gonna do that with your team, bro. So
hell no, nobody's winning a championship.
Listen, man, they're gonna have to pay. They are in Vegas, right? They're gonna have to.
I didn't say this year, but I think it's coming.
Bro, is gonna have to pull some strings for that to happen.
Francisco wanted to throw out some stats here. Most wins at Soldier Field since 2008. Jay Cutler, 28. Mitch Trubisky, 11. Or 15. Aaron Rodgers, 11.
I own you. I still own you. And then like if you really look at some of the like I was watching the game live and it's so crazy because like they pan away from like the audience quickly if they're like flipping the bird, you know what I mean? And it's just funny because apparently there was hella people flipping him the bird. He was just like, he just let them know, bro. And you know what's funny about that? It's kind of a declaration that this might be the last time I own y'all, because he's on the way out. He knows he's out of there.
Steelers. Yep. I didn't say that.
I like the Steelers. That's been one of the. I've been on record saying that I think he goes to the Steelers. I think Mike Tomlin knows.
They flirting. They be flirting.
Yeah, right. They be mad. They got a little bromance going. Like, listen, bro. I'm just going through this divorce. When we're separated right now. Once he's letting them know. Like, and then Big Ben. Big Ben walks in the room. Who was that on the phone? It was my mom. It was my mom. She says hello. Oh, tell Mrs. Tomlin I said hello. And he left the room. He left the room. That's Big Ben right now.
Robert, what up? So what's good, Hustler? IDP. Should I be looking for replacement for Hicks for DL? He's looking hurt after the second quarter of the game pestered. Yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, get ready to look for. He's been banged up over the last couple weeks, so I know he started off hot, but kind of slowed down since then. Look for a replacement.
One thing in IDP leagues I've learned is like you don't really got to be married to any of these players for real.
Yeah, unless it's someone
like a Devin White or
drafted real high.
Yeah,
like for a reason because they're that good. But yeah, he's free agent guys. They're expendable.
Yeah. Exactly,
that's for sure.
Shuffle them things around.
Hell yeah! All right,
you could always get Leonard Floyd. No one ever likes Leonard Floyd. He's out there. He's linebacker DL designated.
You played him against me and he boomed.
I look because he's Leonard fucking Floyd, man. I'm telling you, man.
He go hustle all week. He don't start IDPs. It's an easy win against Bogart. I go in Sunday morning. I said, where he find these players at? Saturday night.
I made all the claims throughout the week. I was just like, I'm just picking and choosing, like seeing, because other people drop, it's a dynasty league. So I kind of had to wait for a lot of these guys to clear because people were just dropping people, willy nilly. And I was just like, all right, I had all the bye weeks too. I had all the players on the first string of bye weeks. You know what I mean?
It happens. It happens. Let's see. And Nigel, nothing worse than when you have your kicker and defensive special teams on a bye week. Greg the Leg from Dallas and the Bills defense. What should I do? My bench is Madison, Khalil Herbert, T.Y. Hilton, and Hubbard.
You get rid of the kicker and the defense. Toodaloo.
Yeah. And not
don't be married to those things. Those things are those things. Once you're not married to those things, I don't even hold those things throughout the week half the time. I'm holding on to other players until I need, unless there's like a defense out there, and I'm like, okay, I got to get this defense before somebody else does. Yeah. I'm streaming it every week. Yep. Until I find a nice patch. Like I picked up the Panthers this week in one league, and I liked them last week against whoever they played. Who was it? Who did they just play? Oh, Minnesota. I liked them against Minnesota, and then I liked them against next week against the Giants. So I was like, boom, I have a nice little 2-week stretch before I have to worry about that. I just grab kickers on a Monday, bro. Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite moves. If I can't find a kicker, look for one on a Monday.
Yeah, easily drop Greg the Leg and then drop the Cowboys, man. Like, who cares?
I don't know about that. Nah, I'm just playing.
No, he had Buffalo. He's talking about Buffalo. He has Buffalo's defense.
Yeah, well, no, Greg the Leg from Dallas and Buffalo's defense. Okay. Yeah, just drop them both. Who cares? Like, yeah, I mean, I'd rather drop them than Herbert, who might be there for a couple more games, and T.Y. Hilton, Madison. I mean, Hubbard.
This is easy. I would just cut if he can't bring himself to cut those guys, that kicker in the defense, get rid of T.Y. Hilton then. That's easy.
Wow.
You know why? Because look at those lottery tickets he has. He has Herbert. He has Madison. Those are lottery tickets. Madison, we see what he does. He's just a guy that's going to get 20, 25 touches when there's no Cook. So you might hold on to him, and you don't just release a guy like that. Go trade him to the Cook guy then. You know what I mean? Like it's funny too, because a lot of people that they're just sitting on their hands. There's so much more you could do with what you already have. Just got to send out the offers.
Yep.
Make the moves.
We're going into week 7. This literally is the halfway point of the regular fantasy season. You got to make moves.
Yep. Playoff start week 15. It's coming. It's coming as faster than we think. Van the Man, what up? Said just got a trade offer. I'd be giving away Miles Sanders and Jacoby Myers. Would be getting Judy, Elijah Mitchell, and Chenault. Thoughts?
Do it now. Do it
Yeah.
Yeah,
now.
I'm not mad at that.
Do that now.
Do that a lot.
Right away. Right away.
Yeah,
Rush Man, guys, who's your number one RB moving forward? All three of you make a pick. Man, it's Derrick Henry. I mean, for sure.
Outside of Derrick Henry, it's really fun watching Naji because Naji has so much to deal with. He has a shitty quarterback. He has everyone crowding the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? Like, so when he makes plays, you just look at the effort that he has to put in, especially being a brat, because he came from like a well put together offense in college where they were basically an NFL team playing college teams, and he could do whatever he wanted on the ground. And now he really got to work for it. So I really like the kid. I enjoy watching him, and he's from the Bay.
I think I gotta say Naji too. I think it's Najee Harris.
Oh yeah, he's just fun to watch, man.
And Robert, shout out, said, "What's good, gentlemen? Great call on Waddle. Welcome back to a hell yeah."
Yeah, I love it when we get things right. Listen, the Myles Gaskin thing, that was crazy. We should anytime anyone asks me about Myles Gaskin, I'm just gonna say, nah, don't do it. I'm serious.
So guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get ready for the game. I got a couple lineups. I gotta make sure it's right. Guys, thank you. We got to do this again. Maybe Monday.
Man.
Maybe we can do this every other Monday or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Game.
Okay. Yep. Appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a great night.
All right,
Yeah,
TD.
man.
Yep.
Peace out, TD.
Yep.
I was gonna wish TD a Monday Night Miracle, but I'm like, man, I kind of want to win.
Playing against.
Yeah, I'm playing against him in the Hustler 7, but it's a dynasty league, and I don't mind not winning. I'm 2-4. And I'm like, okay, so if I win this matchup, then I'm like, all right, I gotta try to turn this thing around. You know what I mean? Once you get only one game under, actually I'm 1-4, so I get to 2-4. It's kind of fool's gold, right? Like, I'm 2 games under 500. You know what I'm saying? But it's also like, it's not like if that was the case, I can just tank. But there's no honor in that.
All right. Let's see. Russell said start 3 with the worst bye week. Yeah, it's crazy. Haunting Tim Patrick, Corey Davis, Corduroy, Patterson, T.Y. Hilton. So we got to start 3. Going Corduroy.
It's everyone but T.Y.
Yeah.
Because T.Y. got hurt too, right? Didn't he get hurt already?
Yeah. So, yeah, with T.Y., especially right now, we got to monitor that. They said for the next 48 hours, he's not really going to be doing nothing. So practice is important for him. So, yeah, as of right now, but the answer can always change from day to day.
And they're going on the road. They're coming out to my backyard and play my Niners. So they've been faring well. It's almost like they tried to pay the homage to him tearing up the Texans all the time. They're like, we're gonna bring you back for the Texans, bro. And he's like, yeah. And he actually looked like he was about to be on the way to a big game, right?
Oh, yeah, it was looking that way.
He had 2 big splash plays down the field. And I was like, oh, he just does this to the Texans.
All right. Julius, what up? Will Zach Moss give me 14 points tonight? I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, but
that would qualify to me because of the player we were speaking of, Zach Moss. If he gets you your 14, that does qualify as a Monday Night Miracle.
Oh yeah, that qualifies as a huge Monday Night Miracle if he gets
Hell
that.
yeah.
J Love, what up, bro?
J Love.
Anthony, McLaurin for Shepard trade, half point PPR. I wouldn't do it. I want the McLaurin side.
Yeah, give me the laddie. You always want to be in the best. You always want to be in the best side of the trade, get the best player out of any trade, right? Obviously. Yep. So yeah, he's the best player in that trade.
J Love coming through with some interesting stats here. Miles Sanders had rushed for positive yards on 98.2% of his carries this season.
So, but how many carries did he have? 6? You know what I mean? I love that stat though, because that's the stat you use when you're trying to trade away Miles Sanders.
Oh yeah.
Listen, bro, positive yards on 98% of his joint. That means, only 2% of the time he's doing bad. And you know what's crazy? If I'm Miles Sanders, I'm showing the coach that. Hey, look, coach, look at it. Look at this.
It ain't me. It ain't my fault.
You know what I mean? If you run the ball 98% of the time, I'm going to do positive things. I love that, actually. Shout out to J Love.
And Anthony Gonzalez said 49ers own Aaron Rodgers. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like Aaron Rodgers doesn't always kick our ass. Like, you know, I love it when I know a player's favorite team, because then when they play their favorite team, they kick their ass. You know what I mean? Anytime Travis Kelce plays the Browns, he kicks their ass because he loves the Browns. You know what I mean? Anytime, and you would think like every time Aaron Rodgers came through, that's why it means so much to him when he beats us. You know what I mean? Did you see him when Mason Crosby hit that field goal to beat us? Right? He literally jumped in the air like Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you jump in the air and like your legs bend towards your back. He did one of those. He jumped for joy.
Let's see here. Vopezi said, "Yo, what up? Claim Ertz for Melvin or LaVisca. My only tight end is Hawk."
First of all, yeah, you got the right idea cutting Melvin Gordon. Fuck him. You know what
I mean, not a lot of upside there.
No, he's just vulture. And then, but yeah, just whatever tight end you think that you like better, claim them in order, in priority. You know what I mean?
But in multiple claims, because
I don't. Ertz is not the guy I like though. Like really, like I think that the Ertz is a reality thing. Like I think it's more a reality thing.
You don't think that? I mean, shit. Max Williams was viable for a little while. You don't think that Ertz?
He's a spot start. He's a spot start. Like you have to look at the matchups that Max Williams went crazy. You know what I'm saying? For like the one game I can think off the top of my head was the Rams game. He went crazy because that middle of the field is just wide open. You know what I mean?
I'm about to blow your mind right now. You ready for this?
Yeah.
What tight end outside of Kelce and Waller is not a spot start?
Oh, Mark Andrews.
Okay, well there you go. But seeing, I mean, even that, like, yeah, he's not a spot start. But
Dare I say Dawson Knox? Because
Dawson, I don't think
he's the guy you just play him right now.
Oh yeah, but that's really what I meant more or less. Like literally, like every tight end minus a couple is a spot.
Because even Higbee, man, Higbee's a spot. He's just a guy if you have him.
He's a no start. He's a no start for me.
I mean, like he put up 8 points for me, so I felt pretty good about that. Like 8 points are a tug, and even like see, that's another thing too, though, man. Like, you know, you really got to play it. He probably balls out in a matchup like week 1 against Chicago, where like, you know, just that middle of the field. Like any team like where the tight ends doesn't usually eat and he has a blow up week is probably because the matchup called for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like New England. Like I play tight ends against New England. It don't matter.
Yep. Let's see. And Sean E.G. said, smash that like. Everybody do the same.
Yeah.
Nigel.
Right.
I feel what you guys are saying. I'll drop Greg, but I can't drop the Bills D. Next matchups, Miami, Jacksonville, Jets, Indy, New Orleans, New England. Yeah, that's where, I mean, yeah, you got to keep them. And that's just, I mean, fuck it. Run without a defense or run without a kicker.
But that's why I said T.Y. Hilton then. If you're going to make a choice there, that's the guy I get rid of. I don't really want to get rid of the running backs ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he had like Michael Carter there, if I remember correctly.
It was Michael Carter. Hold on.
It was one of the Williams. Whether it was Javante or Jamal.
Madison, Herbert, T.Y. Hilton, and Hubbard. See, like, I mean Hubbard or T.Y. Hilton, because I mean Madison, unless we think that Cook's never getting injured again, he already proved he should be there.
Plus, like Madison's someone, if you're not going to use him, move him. Don't cut him. You know what I mean? Like that's a guy you get some value out of him somehow. Whether if he's not starting in your lineup because Cook's healthy, go trade him to the Cook owner and be like, shame on you. Every time he gets hurt, I get to start Madison. You know what I mean? Like, do what it takes. You feel me?
Yeah. Let's see. Where's he at? Austin. I have both Naji and Henry. Yeah, bro. You're eating in that league.
I have a Naji Henry stack. It's lovely.
Hell yeah.
I traded for mine though.
Is Corey Davis droppable in a 10-man league? Probably. It really depends on who else
for
you
a
got.
need. Yeah. If you need something, Corey Davis is gone.
For sure.
Benito.
Aaron Rodgers did the Toyota Tunyon or did the Toyota kick.
Exactly. He was super happy, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like he barely kicks our ass, bro. Like and like my Niners are responsible for some heartaches in his career. You know what I mean? Like to start his career, we didn't draft him. He hates us for that. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, Mike McCarthy was in the building as the Niners OC when they didn't draft him. So then, you know, Mike McCarthy becomes a head coach down the road later for Green Bay, and he always gave McCarthy shit. That's why you should have drafted me. Like he always would like just throw little like shots. You know what I mean? And he really meant it though.
Hell yeah.
We probably still have Aaron Rodgers if my Niners drafted him.
Oh yeah. Definitely could be. All right. Hold on one sec. Everyone's going crazy on the squares right now. I got to make sure I set this up for the game because the game's starting in a couple minutes.
Yeah. I like that. You know what's crazy, bro? I like the Q&A shit, bro. That's just it's my favorite. Because it's like, you know how cool it is to have someone you could just go ask shit to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people really appreciate that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And this is war. So you can't necessarily, like someone like me, like I'm always in war and I'm in war mode. So like if I'm talking to like my homie Wise Man and we're in so many leagues together, I can't really just tell him exactly how I feel all the time because he might use that against me. You know what I mean? Like I can't even call him be like fucking Mike Williams, bro. Because then he might be like, ooh, duly noted. And then later on, someone's talking about, man, I'm trying to get Mike Williams from Bogart. Oh, you can, bro. He hates him. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Shit like that really goes down. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's funny that when you can have, I mean, not funny. It's cool when you can have another outlet where you can ask somebody things because they have nothing to do with your leagues. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. All right. Harry, what up? Trade Eckler, Hunter Henry, DJ Moore, and Aaron Jones, Ertz, and just Eckler, Hunter Henry, DJ Moore for Aaron Jones, Ertz, Justin Jefferson.
The Ertz is a wash part of the trade, so it's really a 2 for 3.
Yeah.
I'm not buying Aaron Jones like that right now. That's too expensive to buy Aaron Jones just to get Justin Jefferson. That's what that looks like. Yeah, even though Aaron Jones right now, it's almost like they're just trying to conserve him as much as possible. He's been banged up from the beginning of the year, and you can see it.
Yep. Vopeezy, so you think I should drop Melvin? Not LaVisca. Yeah, I would drop Melvin.
Yeah, drop Melvin. Visca's on the way up. This bye week this bye week that they're on right now is really important for these youngsters. You know what I mean?
And Nigel, yeah, reading off your whole team here. There's a bunch. I mean, you always should make moves. Should I sit still or make moves? Always make moves, bro.
Yeah.
Got to.
I have a saying, if I don't like how my team is, I'm just gonna make a move somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I don't like how my receivers are performing, I'm gonna try to package them up, get a better receiver. Or you know what I mean? Or maybe shit, I need a running back. You know what I mean? I got hella receivers. I'm gonna take one of my receivers, try to package it up, see what I can do. Oh, I'm always trying to improve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see. Sean, thoughts on Allen Robinson rest of the season? I'm not too excited about it.
Praying for him.
Yeah, and one thing that sucks
I have positive thoughts for him, but mostly negative.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was it? Can you look up his snap count? Because then once again, my man Darnell Mooney, you feel that's who he's looking for. He's looking for his Call of Duty buddy, dog. He's looking for the dude that he kicks it with in Chicago and they go holler at hoes and shit. He ain't doing that with Allen Robinson. So they just don't have here's another example. Jared Goff had Cooper Kupp living with him. You know what I mean? He was living with him.
Man, here's something that's crazy. So the snap counts 93% for Mooney, 92 for Allen Robinson. There's only been one game out of these 6 games that Allen Robinson played more snaps.
Yeah, that was week 1, right?
No, it was week 5.
Week 5. Wow, that's weird. Oh, because Mooney got banged up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got banged up in the game. You know what's funny? I don't like it either. And like, this is like it real talk, shout out to Fornicator. He said, he's our Chicago guy. He was like, every week after the game, the agent for Allen Robinson jumps on Twitter and he says, cool, only X amount of games left. Or you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like he's counting down the days to get him up out of there. I think he gets traded away before the trade deadline. Like,
I mean, it's a headache that they don't want. It's a headache that he doesn't fucking want, obviously. And like,
I think if anything happens to any of the depth on Buffalo, that's the team that makes the move. If anything happens to Sanders or Diggs, they're gonna make that move.
yeah, it would just be crazy for any of these teams to like make a move and put him there. Like, imagine
Gotta
him
be a
like
contender.
Kansas City or something like that. Imagine him going to Green Bay, like somehow. If Green Bay just figured out like how to do it.
I mean, it's within division, so it's not gonna happen, right? Because they would be like, okay, you want it? You gotta pay extra for it. Like, we're gonna need some picks in return.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen. I mean, I guess I'm thinking more fantasy at that point, but
yeah,
that's never going
like,
to happen in reality.
And like out of conference makes more sense too. So like I do like the Chiefs, but the Chiefs already made their cheap move. They went and got Josh Gordon. They're trying to
that ain't.
I know, but see, that's how they view that move from the business standpoint. Okay, because they don't need to bring over a 18. How much is a franchise tag for a receiver these days? 18 million. 20.
I don't know if it's 20. I mean, but it's got to be somewhere in like
you take the top 3 receivers and you round their yearly pay, right? That's how you do it for the franchise tag.
Say it again.
You take the top 3 receivers, the top 3 paid at the position, and you take the average that they make yearly, and that's the tag.
Okay.
So I know Michael Thomas is one of them. Nuke Skywalker is one of them. All these guys are getting paid 18, 19 million. So I know it's around that range.
18 million.
There it is. So if that was the case, you already know the Chiefs would have traded for him if they had 12 million to spare. They don't. They had like a few hundred thou. You know what I mean? And they're like, here, Josh Gordon. And you know, Josh Gordon's like, hell yeah, give me some bread.
You know all right, let's knock out these last ones, and we're going to talk about our favorite Monday Night Miracle ever. So Cole said, I'm strong at running back, weak at wide receiver. Should I trade Corduroy Pimpin for Mike Evans or AB?
AB.
Well, yeah. But why?
I mean Corduroy's hella fun though, man. But he's doing it right. And I think you could sell higher. I think I would go, maybe not even higher. There's other options besides, because I think Mike Evans is the guy that's going to miss out on the fantasy party more often than not, right? You need him to catch a touchdown these days. I'm labeling him touchdown or bust. There, I said it, right? Yeah. Antonio Brown, he's the 1A out, and he's not the 1B or the 1C, right? So, but there's also Keenan Allen, someone you can buy low right now because he's not been performing so well. You know what I mean? You might be able to take Corduroy and go to the Allen Robinson guy and get Allen Robinson plus something. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like with Corduroy, sell him for the world right now. Because people, even though he's on a bye week, people still remember how he's been pimping. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's for sure. And
Antonio Brown's a hard sell. If I'm the AB guy, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, probably not. All right, let's see. And Micavelli, what up? Said, man, I have Chubb and Hunt. Shaking my head. That's rough. That's rough. Holden said Aaron Jones and Sutton for Adams, Cup, and Lamar.
Aaron Jones for
or Adams or Cup and Lamar. I mean, if you need a QB, I guess.
I mean, Lamar's fun though. Lamar right now is like he's a running back mixed in with a quarterback for sure. So it's like you got that aspect.
Cole asked, "Is Patterson and AJ Brown too much for AB?" Hell yeah, it is.
Hell yeah. You just have Corduroy and Brown. And Brown, bro. Just rock with that. And if you're any type of uncomfortable, you're gonna have to wait for Brown to have a big game, and you might be able to move him because people love AJ Brown, dog. They just need to see it again.
Here's what you got to do, Cole. Here's your best course of action. Okay, you got to go to the internet. And you got to go to Patreon. You got to go to patreon.com/FFHustler420. I'll literally walk you through the best trades that you should be doing, like with your league, and make sure that you don't do trades like Corduroy Patterson and AJ Brown for Antonio Brown and Allen Robinson. I'll make sure that you don't be making any trades like that. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't do that one. Do not. All right, here's my favorite Monday Night Miracle. You think of yours while I'm telling you mine.
I got mine.
Okay, this is on Monday night. Steelers versus I don't even know who, but I only had an IDP player left. I had James Harrison, and I'm going to only a defensive lineman or outside linebacker, whatever. He's probably a linebacker on there, and I'm going up against Big Ben, and I'm already down by 10 points. So like James
Who did
Harrison.
they play? I think I remember this game.
It might have been the Bengals is like who I'm like vaguely remembering. This is back in this was years ago. This is probably back in like 2000,
James Harrison. So yeah,
2008, I think. And yeah, so I mean, I didn't even watch the game because I was like, oh man, I'm losing. Like that was back when I only had like one league, way back in the day. And I just remember the next day just waking up and seeing that James Harrison had the game of his life and went off for like 40 points, something crazy like that. And Big Ben
sacks. He had like 3 sacks, a fumble to the house. Like I remember seeing this highlights of this game. Because this was when he first got to the Steelers. This was his second team already, or third, or it was like his third or fourth team even.
Yeah. Still really early though. Yeah. And, and Big Ben didn't do anything. Their defense pretty much dominated the game, and he didn't even have to do anything in that game. That's the Monday Night Miracle that I really remember. There's 2 other ones that I'll bring up quick, but I'll let you get yours in first.
So I got a Monday Night Miracle, and it was one of them. It was a 2015 Monday night. I want to say it was November 30th because that's my birthday, and I remember this like I had man, what's the buddy's name, bruh? He came from the Chargers, man. I mean, he played for the Chargers. Travis Benjamin. He was on the Browns. This is when he was on the Browns, and it was Josh McCown starting for the Browns, right? And they're playing the Ravens, and I needed. It was a standard league, and I needed 10 points, and I needed to curve the Ravens defense. Right. So in a hurry up mode, like pure garbage time, you know what I'm saying? Josh McCown just bombs it to Travis Benjamin. He drops it. I'm like, no, that was it. And I'm like, I can't ask for more than that, right? Like all I was asking was for my shot. I got it. and then they come out of the huddle and they go right back to him. He probably went in there like, listen, we got this. You know what I mean? They went right back to him, 40-yard house call. And what's crazy is he already had a couple of receptions, but standard doesn't matter. So he only had like a point for me. And then, you know, he gets me that 10 points. I already had the 1. So he finishes with like 11. And then here comes the Ravens, right? The Ravens defense. Oh, my bad. I had that part of the story wrong. I also had the Ravens defense, right? Yeah. And like, so now, and I'm like I said, I needed at least 10 out of Benjamin. And I needed at least 10 out of the Ravens. And what sucked is that, you know, when you scored a touchdown, it takes away from your defense. But in the last play of the game, right, the Browns, they're in field goal position. And they block that shit and run it back. And back then, it was still back then it was still 6 points. Oh, that's right. It's only 2 points for running it back when you block an extra point. Right. Yeah. So it was an extra point. There you go. But it was still 6 points, and they ran that thing back, and that shit is awesome. Because they didn't have to do that. They could have just blocked it. Game's over. But like, you know, it's a rivalry, so they just run that thing all the way back.
Hell yeah, gotta do
Monday Night Miracle if I've ever remembered one.
There we go. We need more Monday Night Miracles. All right. Well, the game is about to start, so I think it's a good time to get off. Shout out to everybody who tapped in. And Julio, last question actually said, bye week sucked this week for me. Eckler, Naji, Diggs, Mike Williams are out for me. Who should I pick up on the waiver? There's so many guys you got to pick up on the waiver right now you got to replace 4 guys right there. Yeah, you got to pick up a bunch of guys off the waiver. All my waiver videos are out. Go check them out go check them out here on the channel. And Bogart, who'd you say your favorite waiver wire pickup is this week? I mean, he needs wide receivers and running backs, so anybody.
Probably Rashad Bateman because it's more of a long-term play, though. You know what I mean? Also, Tim Patrick. I mean, I know he's been dropped in a couple spots because he wasn't really handling. Yeah, man. Also, mind you, these aren't my favorite. These are just guys that are going to be out there. You know what I mean? That I'm assuming, and that's also, Donovan Peoples-Jones and Rashard Higgins. Like I would do that. And check for good names, man. Just check and see what other people drop. You'd be surprised if people get rid of shit.
Hell yeah. And mine, I mean, JD McKissick for me, as someone who I've been trying to get. He keeps getting dropped because he's having on games, off games, but yeah, if Gibson is hurt, at all, he's going to be on a limited snap count, anything like that. It's going to be more of an uptick for JD McKissick than normal. We've seen what happens when he gets a little bit more of an uptick. He takes advantage.
Oh yeah. And then it's also
JD. Get him, bro. Get him.
And T.Y. Hilton too, man. Maybe if he's out there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know he's banged up, but just being connected to these offenses that have roles for these guys. You know what I mean?
And even a guy like Ricky Seals-Jones, if you're talking for a flex, I don't like putting tight ends in the flex too often, but he's getting the volume. They don't have too many people over there catching balls. We know Porter's not going to do nothing.
Yeah, he sure ain't.
We know now.
I almost started Ricky Seals-Jones against you in my flex this week. I wish I did. I would have had my matchup sewed up already. Now I need Josh Allen to not have a Big Ben night. You know what I mean? I just need 10 points out of him.
I got to go look at my matchups. I don't even look at my matchups until Monday anymore. It's like no point. I got too many. It racks my brain.
I'm obsessed.
It stresses me out. It stresses me the hell out.
Stress builds diamonds, or pressure, or whatever the saying is.
All right. We're getting up out of here. Bogart, tell everybody on Facebook where to find you at.
Hey, you can find me at the GMM Network. You can subscribe to the GMM Network on YouTube. The earth is my turf. Universe, give me money. May all your wins be bloody ones and get all your Monday night miracles. Hey.
Yeah, get those Monday night miracles. Let's get it. All right. Peace out, everybody. You already know where to find me. Go check out all the videos. I dropped 6 videos today. Whole bunch of waiver wire stuff. I got everything broken down by position now, so make it real short and sweet for you guys digesting all the content. And then I got 2 more videos dropping tomorrow for the waivers. I got my DB waivers dropping tomorrow morning, and the QB waivers dropping tomorrow morning, and the starts and sits. Those are going to start dropping tomorrow as well too. So get at us. We got a lot going on. Make sure you tap in. Fantasy News Today. That's the hottest show that we got going right now. It's on 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Get all your news. Get it all up to date. We're breaking it down for you daily. Every day. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you later.
Peace.
Are you ready, Eric?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
It's hard out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.